And once again, back here in the chair at the Tikkun elevator call-out, looking at the work of Rabbi Yosef Chaim Mimran, The Ultimate Connection with Hashem. Buy it at Amazon. Something to work on. This is a life project. So Rabbi Mimran wants to talk this time. This is part number 3, and this is shir number 3 in the renewed effort to understand this book. He says the illusion of separateness. That's what we're talking about. He says that separateness, that is actually an illusion. So I know I have a right hand and a left hand. I have a pen. I have all different kinds of things on my desk. Let's see what he says. He says, will, love, and level of attachment are set by governing factors from on high, even though a person will have free choice to decide what to do with these gifts. Nevertheless, it must first be received from on high. All the person has to do to receive these gifts is simply to be open to receiving them, and this will draw it into their life. He said, when we allow our minds to rule us, we are living in a state of enslavement. The mind is merely one of many tools with which Hashem has gifted us to serve us and to help us navigate our way through life. Indeed, it is a most useful tool. But if we let the mind control the steering wheel, giving the mind exclusive authority over us, it will create a life that is far less than we are capable of creating for ourselves, and it will rerun that life on its own terms. Now, I feel like I need to read this idea again. He says, when we allow our minds to rule us. So first of all, he's introducing the idea that your mind actually controls you to a certain extent. It could be controlled by, like, through the emotions, like through our emotions that overtake us, and they feed like ammunition to our minds. I think they work overtime. So when our minds are really in control, which just means that our emotions are in control, we are living in a state of enslavement. The mind is merely one of many tools with which Hashem has gifted us to serve us and to help us navigate our way through life. Indeed, it's the most useful tool, okay? But he's using the word tool. Our mind should be a tool for us. We should be aware that the mind is not us. I think that's what he's saying. But if we let the mind control the steering wheel, giving the mind exclusive authority over us, it will create a life that is far less than we are capable of creating for ourselves, because it will be solely my thinking, solely involved in my emotions and the difficulties of the time. It will run that life on its own terms. It will build a smokescreen formed of dense layers of words, definitions, labels, images, all different kinds of concepts and judgments. And this smokescreen will become between you and every true relationship you might have. It's like the horse racing term, like handicapping people, always looking at people and handicapping them, and look at this part of them and that part of them. It will hamper your relationship with your fellow man or woman, even your relationship with Hashem, and it will hamper your relationship with yourself. Now, I'm thinking in the time that we're in now, it's a time of war with the Jewish people. Ideologues who use thinking to shape everything that they see. They see everything in terms of ideals, or their philosophies, their isms. We're having this now. The smokescreen generates an illusion of separateness, a feeling that other people are separate from you. This is a dangerous illusion, for it prevents you from recognizing the essential truth that there is actually nothing that separates you from all that is. If only we could peel away the layers of physical appearance and separate forms, we would see a magnificent unity of life which lies around us constantly and within us. The beautiful, powerful, self-evident oneness of creation. Now, go over the words again. He says the beautiful, powerful, because it is what it is. Self-evident, it is in front of us, oneness of creation, and it is this oneness, and we are on its stage, so to speak. There's a way to peel away these layers. There is. And that way is by living a life of mindful attachment to the hidden aspects of your existence. This is called, the Kabbalists call this Pnimius. Attachment to your own neshama, which is Pnimi to you, inside of you, which leads to true attachment to our Creator. Because the aspect of our Creator is within inside of us, but we have to be able to know how to reach inside of ourselves. Living in this way is not as complicated or as difficult as one might think, and there are incredible benefits, for it will end the countless forms of our suffering and will melt away the oppressive, unrelenting conflict we experience within and without. Even more important, it will put an end to our appalling enslavement to incessant thinking. And now we're in the age of media. All different kinds of things that are impacting the world. Constant things of thoughts of conflicts are going around outside of our heads, and they enter inside of our heads. Even more important, we put an end to our appalling enslavement to incessant thinking. What an incredible liberation that is. So he writes, if only we could peel away the layers of physical appearance and separate forms, we would see a magnificent unity of life. The beautiful, powerful, self-evident oneness of creation. Well, that's Rabbi Yosef Chaim Mimran. This is Baruch Fleischman, and I'm at the Tikkun Elevator Kollel.